What's up, YouTube? Wraithyn here. We are back with another bonus patch update notes. I'm going to be going over all the different changes that are going to be made on June 30th, which is next week, and how I think they're going to impact the meta. There are some heavy nerfs in here, some buffs, some good stuff like that. Then we'll also be doing another video on the mid-season patch changes that are going to be coming live in a little over I think it's a month. But anyway, hope you guys like it. Let's get started. Get right to it. Starting off, as usual, the Smite art team has done a phenomenal job. I will be getting every single one of these skins. I actually think they're part of the Grim Moments event, so I get them anyway. This Nox is giving me like heavy Final Fantasy vibes, but that's not what we came here for. The first thing that's up is going to be the Aphrodite changes, increasing the cooldown of Undying Love from 90 seconds to 90 at all ranks. This isn't going to impact her at all. Frankly, late game, you know, you play around the Afro ult anyway, especially with cooldown built 40% cooldown, sometimes a Chronos pendant added in there. This is on like a 45-50 second cooldown. I think this is actually going to be a really not impactful change at all. And we'll see. I don't think Afro is going to drop at all, which is kind of nice because she goes from a state where she's really strong or she's really not, and there is no middle ground. Cthulhu changes. The god stupid strong. They're basically nerfing his ult, making it a much longer cooldown. Now it's on par with like Chronos and some of those other heavy ones. And then removing, he had 80% damage mitigation during the intro, which is absolutely fucking insane. 80% while he's transforming. Do I agree with removing the damage mitigation entirely? No. Do I think it could be like 20 or 40%? Probably, but the god's stupid strong anyway. Regardless, I don't think this is going to have a big impact. Reducing the ally healing is another big one. I don't really see this one as like super massive of a change. It's 2% at all ranks. You know, kind of a little nudge. I think they're really proud of Cthulhu. I think he's really strong, and they don't want to bury him in the ground. Yeah, so with Descent to Madness, basically while you were transforming, you got an 80% mitigation. So if you knew somebody was charging up an ult or a lot of damage or something was coming through and you hit that button, you just ignored all of it. It was kind of stupid. Heimdall changes. I fucking hate this god, so I'm pretty excited about the fact that they are nerfing the hell out of him, it seems like. Decreasing the knockback strength so you're not up in the air for 20 minutes, I think is strong. I don't think this is a hard enough nerf, if I'm being honest with you. I think he should have some sort of channel time, maybe like even if it's like a half second before he's able to knock you up, so there's a little bit of counterplay there. The fact that you can use this and cancel it and get a free knock up is a little obnoxious. Bifrost, I agree slightly with this. I don't really think that you know, what a quarter of a second is really going to make that big of a difference. We'll see. I know a lot of times you play against good Heimdalls and they've got a crystal set up not too far away, and the second you gank them, they're off and running. So I think this will make him a little bit more gankable, but I think he's still going to be annoying. But he won't be super nerfed to the point where you can't play him anymore with the Yalahorn nerfs. Hell, I'm a little confused about this one. Hell's, I don't know. I think she's got good poke. I think she's got good sustain. I think her mana costs really hold her back, but thankfully there's a lot of mana driven items in the meta right now. You know, reducing the base damage on her 1 and the base heal, or the healing scaling on her 1. You know, we'll see. I don't really like the heal scaling nerf. I could agree with the base damage just because it's such an easy ability to hit and poke people out with. But the healing, I think, should probably have stayed, especially with all the anti-heal in the meta right now. Moving right along, Jormungandr. This one makes total sense. Anybody who's been watching the meta and with the changes to Warrior's Blessing knows that the second you get rid of the flat damage mitigation on Warrior's Blessing, Jormungandr absolutely chonkers with his autos now. He absolutely tears the hell out of people. So reducing that basic attack damage down is good. Totally agree with that. He'll still be strong, especially with all the new items coming in. Well, and the sustain going down. All right. Moving on to Nike, another strong god, basically first ban in everything. But I don't think this is going to have the change that they expect it to. Nike is not insane because barrier formation does damage. Nike's not insane because their ult slows. Nike's insane because you get a 50% health shield. You could build a whole bunch of health items that also have power on them, or utility items that have health on them, and walk in with Heartseeker and Crusher and a little bit of power and absolutely one-shot the shit out of everyone. The ult slowing is a bonus, so maybe this is them saying, hey, let's get rid of the nice-to-have things, so that she's not as oppressive and we don't nerf the hell out of her. But, 15 base damage, 15 scaling down to 5, right? Like, this is almost not impactful at all. At rank 4, it's exactly the same. And also, she has this ability maxed out by the time she's level 10 anyway. So, is this really that, or level 12, I guess. Is this really that big of a change? Yeah, it's stronger at rank 5 too, right? So, I don't see this as big of a change. I mean, maybe this impacts the first like 6 minutes or 8 minutes of the game, but not as substantially as they would want it to. Sobek lurking in the waters, decreasing the protections. I actually kind of like this change. Sobek feels like super frustrating because it feels like when you're a carry and he ults and you just have no counterplay. You're just waiting for him to detonate. He's going to kill you and it's over. And that, if he fully channels his ultimate, it gives his abilities a chance to come off cooldown, which is like super obnoxious because he'll use his ability. He'll go into his ult. He gets a whole bunch of mana back. Waits for his cooldowns to come up, comes up, does half your health and damage, and then can finish you off with his abilities again. I think decreasing the protections gain from 30 to 20% is going to make him a little chunkier. Like, you can chunk the hell out of him. And I think it's going to offer some counterplay for the carries who want to just turn and burn if they can whittle him down before he kills them. All right. Last one that's up is Yemoja. I hate this god. I don't play this god at all. I think she's super annoying. I think her Omi mechanic is something that's super abused in late game team fights. The fact that if you try and gank her or anybody else and she has more than like 4 Omi up, with Riptide, they just, basically zoom away from you and you can never catch them. That feels bad. There's really no counterplay to it. You can't be smart about it at all. And especially in late game team fights with Mending Waters, all you do is you build a whole bunch of mana, you build a whole bunch of cooldown, and you just spam 2 on your team and give them heals and shields, heals and shields, heals and shields. You don't even have to use your 1 to stun people out. You can if you want to, but literally just sitting there and popping 2s on people over and over and over again is all you need to do to be a good and effective Yemoja. You can get creative with her, but the skill floor is so low if that's all you do that I don't, it's not it's not a fun mechanic to play into, even if you anti-heal it because of the shield. So the shield decrease, I like that a lot. The Riptide decrease, I like that a lot. The movement speed bonus, you'll at least be able to catch up, especially if you're somebody zoomy like a jungler. And I think that's going to have an impact on Yemoja where she's not instantly top pick, top banned in a super pain in the ass. So that's all I've got for the bonus balance. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. We're getting back to YouTube now that Charlie has his computer back. So expect more content like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.